Love Island's Antigoni Buxton has defended fellow contestant Tasha Ghouri against online trolls, saying it's not her fault that every guy has come in and wanted to get to know her. The singer, 26, who was dumped from the Mallorca villa last week, has come out in force to publicly back model and dancer Tasha, 23, who made history as the first deaf contestant on the ITV2 reality show. Speaking to Digital Spy, the aspiring singer said the negative comments Tasha has received for both her deafness and for exploring connections with others has been uncalled for. I think Tasha is really sweet girl, she shared. Shusha's really lovely and it's not her fault that every guy has come in and wanted to get to know her. And I think it's only fair to give people a chance. She has not done anything reckless. It's not like Shusha's been dishonest about it or anything, so I feel like it's a bit unfair. She went on to say that she hopes the trolling dies down before Tasha leaves the villa because it will be difficult for her to face. She said, I really hope the tide turns against her in the kind of social media world because I think it'd be really hard for her to come out to what's been said now, because Shusha's actually a really lovely girl. That's the thing about Twitter and these places is that the tide can just turn against you so suddenly, which in a way is part of why I was kind of glad I guess and a bit relieved when I got out, Antigoni added. One day to the next you just don't know what can happen, so I hope that it just turns into a nicer light for her and people get to see the sweet, bubbly, fun side that we all saw inside the villa. Antigoni's comments come after Tasha was left seething during Friday night's episode of the show after Coco revealed she'd had sexual contact with Andrew during Casa Ama, prompting him to claim he'd forgotten about the incident. Coco was unable to keep it to herself that Andrew had told her he wanted to ruin her as he kissed her breast in the pool after she entered the main villa while his former partner Tasha was in Casa Ama. Tasha screamed at Andrew from the other side of the villa after learning of his actions, branding him a liar, telling him he'd f-ked it. After telling Tasha about what had happened, Coco expanded, a lot of touching, a lot of things were said. He obviously wanted to f-k me. Having been asked by Tasha if anything more had happened, Coco continued, after sucking my tits and telling me he wants to ruin me. It was genuine sexual talk. Speaking in the beach hut, Tasha said, H's showed me what he would be like on the outside world and I'm not here for that. H's f-ked it, I'm done. Apologizing to Tasha later, Coco said, I feel like I've been holding that. It's just come out, probably in the wrong way. I don't want to cry but I feel guilty. She was then seen taking Andrew aside to tell him she'd revealed the situation to the group, to which he asked, You told her everything? Coco said, It may have slipped out sorry, to which Andrew replied, It's fine, it is what it is. After Tasha pulled Andrew aside to confront him, he told her, So Coco, obviously we kissed in bed or whatever. I didn't think there was much more to it but Shusha's told the guys that I kissed her tits or whatever, sucked her tits or whatever. What do you mean you don't remember that? A shocked Tasha asked, A lot of ST was going through my head, he told her. Earlier in the evening Coco pulled Tasha for a girl-to-girl chat about what happened in Casa Ama. Speaking about her time with Andrew, Coco told Tasha, I don't think he would be happy with some of the things that were said or done. Tasha said, he said it was out of anger basically, he said that the boys were egging him on. Was there a lot of kissing? Was he making comments like, you had a connection? Coco replied, he was obviously just feeding me bulls, he was hugging and kissing me in the pool, it was just very intense for like a day. Earlier in the day Tasha was seen pulling Andrew for a chat on the terrace, saying, I want you to be honest with me right now and tell me everything. Tasha mentioned what she heard from Coco and said, You have probably been doing worse than what I've done with Billy. Andrew replied, I put my hands up and what I've done initially out of anger, worse, granted, yes. But I've never felt like we're together in this situation, because you've got to know every single guy that walks through the door. He added, at the end of the day, I have genuine feelings for you. Do you want to see where this goes or do you want to shut the door? When Tasha suggested she was no longer interested, Andrew put his head in his hands and declared, I can't believe this. Tasha went on to say, You keep playing the victim here. But you've been kissing her, doing whatever you've been doing in this villa. You know, being in bed, kissing, canoodling, hugging.